Okay, so I wanted to talk about my thoughts on week 18 of this NFL season and the games that I watched. So first up, Kansas City versus Denver. And if you watch my videos, you know that Kansas City is my team, and so clinched the #1 seed, right? So just playing the backups. And 38-0. Like, honestly, I would like to see this be more competitive. At a certain point, they turned the game off. And yeah, I get why they're trying not to, do that. They don't want to show anything, but yeah, it was not fun to watch. Carson Wentz couldn't get shit done. The backups, it wasn't a good showing. Like I said, it was the backups. I get that. I wanted it to be more competitive. Denver gets in. It is what it is. Okay. Next up, Cleveland, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson 8. He did exactly what needed to be done. I think Derrick Henry had 2 touchdowns in the night. Pierce, I believe, had an interception at the very end. So yeah, they did a great job. They did exactly what needs to be done. Hopefully Zay Flowers can heal up and everything. He's already out for the wild card round, so that sucks. Next up, we have Cincinnati and we have Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is cooked. Pittsburgh is officially cooked, and I feel like I said that going into this game. Russell Wilson can't get shit done, and like they say, he doesn't really have a great intermediate game. It's just a bunch of shots down the field to George Pickens, and he kept dropping the fucking ball. So, I mean, what are you going to do there? The offense sucks. They need to fire the offensive coordinator, like, tomorrow. I don't give a fuck. And they lost, their last 3 games before this, so of course they're going to lose again. At the end, it looked like they had a shot to get everything together. But yeah, they basically shit the bed. Throws were not able to be caught. It is what it is. I had Cincinnati winning this game. Joe Burrow, it wasn't his greatest showing. It ends a streak of 250 yards and 3 touchdowns a game, I believe. But yeah, they got the job done. So, I was happy to see that. Unfortunately, they've been eliminated from playoff contention. And really quickly, I do want to speak on that and say, I think it's ludicrous that the Bengals fans are now trying to say that, Kansas City is just so afraid of Cincinnati and they did this on purpose to get them out of the playoffs. How are they afraid when they won their last 3 meetings and they're the back-to-back Super Bowl champions? And I'm tired of all this bitching. Like, I'm sorry. If you guys wanted them to get in so bad, they should have won the first game. You lost against the Patriots, which was one of the worst teams, or any of the other games that year. No. But the defense wanted to play fucking games. Evan McPherson wanted to miss field goals. Zach Taylor wanted to be a domestic terrorist so fucking bad. Defensive coordinator asleep at the fucking wheel. And this is the shit that happened. So I'm sorry. Like, Joe literally even said this. He was like, we have nobody to blame but ourselves. Something like that. Like, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. And so, yeah, like, that's the situation. So the fact that all these fans are trying to, like, say all this BS, no, you guys didn't win the games. You didn't get in. Like, stop bitching and complaining. It really sucks that, this historic season is going to go to waste, but, it's their fault. And I'm talking about the defense because the offense didn't sell out for the most part. Next up, we got the Panthers and we got Atlanta. I'm going to keep it a buck. I did not watch this game. I watched the ending bit of it, and the Panthers got the overtime victory, so shout out to them. I think Michael Penix Jr. has some nice throws from some of the highlights that I saw, but yeah. Washington, Dallas, didn't watch this, but I believe I predicted Washington 23-19. Green Bay, Chicago. I thought Green Bay would have won, but I think Jordan Love got injured somewhere in the game, so he had to leave, and that didn't help, sorry. And so, yeah, there was that. That didn't help their chances and everything. And then I believe Chicago got some good stuff going out, some good plays. So, I mean, hey, go to them for end of the season on a good note. Christian Watson, I believe, tore his ACL, MCL, so it's not going to be good for the playoff push. It really isn't. I think they're going to lose in the wild card rounds to the Eagles. And next up, didn't watch this game either, 26-20. And then next up, I didn't see this one, but Buffalo, New England. And then it was 23 New England to 16 Buffalo. And nobody wants to have this conversation about Josh Allen's stat padding, but it really starts here. Because the fact that he played limited in this game to keep his consecutive start streak, the stat padding is ridiculous. The Josh Allen stat padding continues. And I'm excited to see the first team All-Pro results and everything, and I'll say that. Next up, the Giants versus Philly. Philly fled the backwards, but they still won. It was 20-13. And then New Orleans, Tampa Bay, didn't watch, but Tampa Bay gets their playoff spot like I predicted. Houston and Tennessee, I believe I predicted Houston, but 23-14. Arizona, San Francisco, 47-24 is crazy. And then we had the Rams versus Seattle. Seattle actually ends up winning this 30-25. I think it lowered the Rams seed in the playoffs or whatever, but it is what it is. And those wildflowers in California are crazy. So, all thoughts and, everything to the ones who are affected by that, because that's really unfortunate. The Chargers versus the Raiders. This game turned on. I don't really give a fuck. The Chargers won, though. And then finishing it off, we have Miami, New York Jets. I think I predicted the Jets to win, but I could be wrong. But everyone knows Miami is not good in cold weather. And then Detroit versus Minnesota. So I can actually talk about this one. So 31-9. Yeah, I did not expect this to be the ass whooping that it was, to be honest with you. I thought that this was going to be a close game. Right when I buy into Sam Darnold and everything, he has a stinker like this. And you know what? I'm going to hope the next game they get right and they win this wild card game. So I'll say that. I'm not going to say I'm going to turn on him all over again and everything. He has some good things that he's shown, but They got a lot of pressure on him all night. He made some bad decisions. Did he have an interception? He might have had an interception. I don't know. He just made a lot of bad decisions. The pressure was really getting to him. Justin Jefferson had a lot of uncharacteristic drops. The defense wasn't able to do a whole lot because they got 2 interceptions on Goff, but they couldn't really capitalize on it. They were awful in the red zone. And yeah, I think maybe they had 1 touchdown all game, maybe 1 touchdown. But it might have been all field goals. It might have been all field goals. I worry about the kicker. I worry. Yeah, I don't know. I hope that they can get right, but you lost to Detroit 2 times in the season, and if you advance in the playoffs, you're going to see them. So I don't know. They got to show me something. Because this was hard to watch. It was hard to watch. I'm not even gonna lie. But that's my thoughts. And then whenever you see this, I'm gonna actually do a whole prediction bracket for my thoughts on the playoffs and who I think is going to win and everything. So yeah, that'll be up next. But let me know what you guys think down below.